to Bolero Limerick Bowl for the 24th Annual Invitational Championship for the PJBT.
Here we go again, Rob.
It is now time for us to begin our award ceremony and recognition before we start bowling today. We want to thank everyone for coming out, and again, if you're not here, make sure you tell your friends we are on live on YouTube, live streaming the award ceremony this morning. Okay? So bowlers appearance, a couple of stats about this season. We had 553 different bowlers compete in 32 events. We had over 15, almost 16,000 games bowled, and over 2.7 million pins knocked down at this year's events. In our regular season this year, we gave away over $100,000 in scholarships. We gave away about $7,000 in our Bracket Survivor roll-off tournament. Yesterday's two events, we gave away over $10,000 in scholarships. Today, we will give away another approximately $5,000 to $6,000. And we have our Masters and Best tournaments coming up in the next 2 weeks. So at the end of this season, the PJBT in 24 years, we should be at around $1.5 million in scholarships awarded. So thank you all for being part of that amazing number. Now, before we start our award ceremony, it's very important that I introduce our special guest who will be helping me give out the awards this morning. He is a PBA Hall of Famer, joining us for our 19th straight year. He's now a 35-time PBA champion, 5th all-time in wins on the PBA. He had PBA titles in 5 straight seasons, from 1997 to 2002, capturing 18 of his titles. He is a 4-time Steve Navy Sportsmanship Award winner. He rolled a nationally televised 300 game in the 1998 USBC Masters in Reno on the gold pins that we use. And in 2000, he was inducted into the PBA Hall of Fame. In 2008, the USBC Hall of Fame. His most recent PBA major title came in the 2015 Players Championship in Indianapolis. He also has 8 PBA 50 standard titles and 2 major titles. Most recently, in 2022, he won the Florida Blue Medicare PBA 50 National Championship. From Jackson, New Jersey, please welcome back PBA Hall of Famer Parker Bowe III. Welcome back, sir. How about a word for our fans?
Now for you, they would love it right now if I said you were not on the microphone today. Well, unfortunately, I can't hold through that one, but I will say this. Welcome everyone once again. You know, this is one of the best weekends that I have throughout the year. I look forward to this each and every year. You really get to see fans, friends, the people that I say honestly from my heart, but I know and love everybody here. And when I say that, I'm going to back it up with the ones that have been here for many years in the past and all the newbies. But God knows there's a couple of people out here that have been here for the first time. Are here for the first time. So, welcome everyone. Let's have a great time, a great day. But more importantly, it's all about the PJBT and all of you youth bowlers out here. So good luck.
Thank you very much, Parker Bowe. All right, so before we get started with the awards, it is very important that I send out some thank yous. Many of you know over the years it is not possible for me to do this, certainly by myself. Sometimes it feels like even the crew we have is not enough with all the events and preparation we put together for these events. So first of all, let me bring out my family, my wife Nicole, my children Ella, Cole, Brady, Peyton, and the 2-year-old in her terrible twos, Maisie. They're all coordinated with shirts and 2 lollipops. That's always a win. 2 lollipops. Probably 1 in each hand. So thank you to all of you, especially my wife, who handles the, I would call it the Brady Bunch, but that's really what it is. All right, I also want to bring out my parents who help out pretty much every week at the events with scores and picking up awards and side pots. Jane and Don Hemmelreich. Yeah, that's right. He's over here with the lights. Sorry, I forgot he's the light man. And the sound man on Friday. That's right. Jack of all trades. Thank you very much. Most importantly, next let me bring out my statistics director, my right-hand man, and his wife, who does all of the entries online and does an amazing job with it. Josh and Stacy Sadizan and their daughter Aubrey. Next, I want to also bring out, they're joining us for the weekend, taking over the Keystone Bowlers Tour, our newest adult bowling series for many of you as you phase out into the adult world of bowling. These guys have taken over our adult events, and I can say the turnout at the events has been the highest it's ever been, even when I've run it, because they have the time to promote it. So I want to bring out for the Keystone Bowlers Tour tournament directors, Ben and Nick Rhymes. Next, I want to bring out who is going to be our new women's events director, and he's also the owner of Lane Tamer's Pro Shop, Mr. Mike Moss and his wife Dolly. And then also I'd like to recognize one of the important men, a man who helped me start the PJBT. He's now kind of our fill-in director, but he also runs, most importantly, the DB8 tournament, kicking off Junior Gold in Indianapolis. I want to bring out Travis Sparks and his wife Jen, and their 2 little ones, Charlie and Kate. Cameo appearance, that's correct. And one more person I want to thank beyond my staff is Mark Philippine, Bobby Parker, and the crew here at Bolero for helping us put on this weekend's event. Please give them a round of applause for all their hard work and helping us make this happen. All right, so every year we have a lesson. This is Travis. That, somewhere, that is Josh. Okay? And yes, if Doug Kent was here, we would have been standing right next to them. Travis, do you have anything to say? Because I know they want to hear you rather than me.
Oh, you're right for once. This is Charlie on top of you. That's Katie upside down. They are 2 years and 3 months old. And as long as they're slow, and as long as your announcements keep taking 47 minutes at a time, as long as you keep looking like me, as long as the daycare here continues to grow, as long as you're forever remembered in history by Drew Carey as Crazy Jane. Oh, it's you. That is so crazy. As long as you're still Donald. As long as you're As long as you're still the boss of this organization, Stacy. As long as you guys keep up with us. I included all four of them. And as long as you keep making television shows like you did this year, you're going to ask them to be a good teacher. Then you know something is right in this world. See you in.
Thank you, Travis.
As usual, I'm going to take this short and sweet. Most importantly, my wife wanted to give great from you, Christian, all the time. I think it's more important that not only do we thank each and every one of our bowlers and participants, but I think it's more important to thank all the parents that are here today. Parents and all spectators, I don't care. The reason these kids are here is because we want to put the work in to get the kids here. So we appreciate you guys as much as we do the kids coming down and bowling this year. So thank you. And yeah, just thank you for me and my wife and everybody else. After today, the kitchen level will help go down a little bit because there will be 57 emails every day coming into the house. So, but thank you for everyone. We look forward to everybody bowling today and good luck.
One more round of applause, please, for the amazing staff of the PJBT. Thank you very much. Also, I just wanted to quick take a moment in my thank yous. I also did forget there's been a couple of parents over the years that have helped. Mr. DJ Zombro and some of you, anybody who's chipped in to help us out, we appreciate that. So thank you very much. All right, so very excited, let me just say, next August, we will begin the 25th anniversary of the PJBT. If you have noticed, we have a new logo for next year, which we are debuting today. And all of this leads up to our opening tournament at the end of August at 222 Dutch Lanes. We will announce the date very soon, and we have a lot of special things planned for our 25th anniversary, okay? We plan to bring back some of our past winners, which you see on display behind me on the center from the championships of this event. We plan to have special gifts. We're hoping to have a blowout championship weekend and maybe, possibly, with a question mark, even have, after our 10-year anniversary, we had a banquet. We're going to see if we can put something together for our 25th. So stay tuned for exciting things going on for next season, okay? Also want to just give a quick MAPS update. At this point with MAPS, we are 8 years into the program. We've given away over $600,000 have been distributed to our youth bowlers. And certainly if you have any questions on how to access your MAPS account, we are pretty much up to date, just a couple of recent events to get in there. So I also want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors. All of the bowling centers across the state of Pennsylvania, our proprietors, managers, youth coordinators who help us put this together every year. I know that some of them are in attendance today. I know the Brennemans with their centers. I'd like to say the Stackowitzes with up north. We have a lot of proprietors that we just love going to their events, and I'm proud to say that I feel like they love having to extend the the youth bowling in our community. So thank you to all of them for helping us coordinate another great season. So give them a round of applause. I also just want to take a moment to thank our corporate sponsor, BowlerX.com. Lee and Krista's son were here Friday and Saturday. We want to thank BowlerX for their continued support also of the PJBT, typically putting a lot of money into our Masters tournament and various events during the year. So I want to thank Lee and Krista for their continued support of helping us raise thousands of dollars towards a scholarship fund every year. So thank you to Lee and Krista, hopefully watching. I also want to thank Brunswick and Bowler Supply for helping with our bowling ball deal and bowling pins deal for today for autographs. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. But we still have bowling balls for sale for a bowling ball deal that benefits the PJBT. And we have a couple of brand new bowling pins also for sale yet. If you'd like Parker to autograph it, he will be happy to do that. Okay? I also want to thank Bowler Max Pro Shop, Terry Miller, Bowler Supply, Buddy's Pro Shop, Chris Forey, Jay Lane's Pro Shop, the Talkington family, TJ Trout and Kayler's Pro Shop, Mike Moss, Lane Tamer's Pro Shop, sponsoring our Sportsmanship Award and Most Improved, Frankie and Ryan May from May's Bowling and Billiards, Chris Courtney and Strike Zone Pro Shop, Pat and Fred Polash from our family's Pro Shop in Allentown, Rick Mitchell, Roto Grip Rick, for sponsoring our Christmas tournament. We also want to thank Brian Krantz and Apparel EFX for being the official apparel sponsor of the PJBT. And I want to thank newly this year our visual graphic company and Kristen Weissel, who helped create the new logo for our 25th anniversary. Doug Dukes from Kegel for being the official lane provider of the PJBT. Not many organizations have the opportunity to work with Kegel to create unique lane patterns that have never been used before. We had 10 new ones that we used this year. Found out that some of them were pretty challenging. But what's one of the great things of having access to Kegel, they are always willing to work with you to put a great event together. Also want to thank Staples and Crown Trophy for helping us get all of the awards. So please give all of our sponsors a nice round of applause for their support. All right, so a couple quick highlights for the season. We had 11 300 games bowled this year. We had 5 800s. We had 87 different bowlers get a title. That seems like a pretty high number. 87 bowlers. So that individual team and everything, awesome. And we had a full girls schedule this year. Some new centers for the girls events. A couple of the highlights that I can pick out in my brain is I know we had 2 bowlers. I'm not going to mention their names because you're going to see them up here a lot probably in a little bit. They battled this year for the most titles, the highest in stats. That was probably a neck and neck competition. The one thing I remembered as I was looking for stats that I wanted to mention, we had a bowler who's been bowling in the PJBT for years and years and never got a title. And then he finally won his first title at the doubles event at Chaco's at the end of April. Aaron Heckman. That's not out of my mind. Out of all the years of bowling, it's always exciting to get your first title, and that was something that stuck out in my head. All right, so we're going to begin by giving out our awards for the points champions for this season. Okay, our points champions overall get a plaque and a $100 scholarship. And our overall scratch winner this year had 7 titles on the season, being the overall scratch points champion, Aiden Davis. With him being the overall champion, we have an award for the High Girls Scratch Points Champion. She receiving a $100 scholarship and plaque, competing in 19 events this year. The points champion for Girls Scratch goes to Rayana Gonzalez. The Frozen. Our next points champion was the overall handicap division champion. She had 2 titles on the season, plaque and a $100 scholarship to Ella Kreiser. And for our boys handicap points champion, he was the champion of the Bracket Survivor Tournament last week, and he has now won that event back-to-back. $100 scholarship and plaque goes to Gannon Lindemoon. All right, our next categories, we're going to give out awards for the top 3. We have a bronze medal for our 3rd place, our silver for our 2nd place, and we have a number 1 for the top bowler in these categories, okay? So please hold your applause till I announce the 3 bowlers to come up. Starting with our boys recreational scratch average, minimum of 32 games. 3rd place at 223.61 was Aiden Davis. 2nd place at 224.88 was Cody Brunner. But our 1st place boys recreational scratch high average with 225.56 for 68 games was Mason Doe. Congratulations. Our girls recreational scratch high average, minimum 32 games. The 3rd place bronze goes to Mary Beth Baker, 193.31. 2nd place, Brianna Gonzalez at 198.98. But our top girls recreational scratch high average with 57 games bowled at 202.26 goes to Taylor Miller. All right, for our boys challenge shot scratch high average, 3rd place, Mason Doan, 201.13. 2nd place was Aiden Davis at 207.62. But our boys high scratch challenge average with 112 games bowled at 210.92 goes to Daniel Robertson.
I just moved it, so I'm up to the mercy of everyone.
Next, we have our girls challenge average scratch division, minimum 32 games. 3rd place at 184.61 was Emma Fetterman. 2nd place at 189.92 was Morgan Klein. But our top girls challenge scratch average with 50 games bowled at 191.48 goes to Mary Beth Baker. Congratulations. On the handicap division, boys recreational high average in handicap. 3rd place at 184.98 was Primo Kagawas. 2nd place at 188.63 was Colby Schertzer. But our top boys recreational high average handicap with 55 games bowled at 192.13 is Charlie Albright. Our girls recreational high average handicap, 3rd place with 163.56 was Isabella Dixon. 2nd place with 165.36, Liana Lucchese. But our top girls recreational high average handicap with 72 games bowled at 171.65 was Riley DeHay. Liana, you're probably picking up for Riley. All right, our boys challenge handicap high average. Third place, 169.93 was James Lukart. Second place at 170.15, Jacob Hunsinger. But our top boys challenge average, high average handicap with 58 games at 171.48 goes to Damian Winings. And our girls challenge high average for handicap. Third place, Riley Nahay at 156.67. Second place, Malia Briggs at 161.25. But our top girls high average challenge handicap with 61 games bowled at 171.65 goes to Taylor Mills. All right, moving on to match play. Best match play record of the season, okay? Now, I have to apologize to the scratch division because we do have one mixed up award here because literally the top two bowlers, it came down to the last matchup and the last tournament, okay? So third place at 15-8 record, 652 the bronze to Trevor Ashby. The second place silver, 38-19 for a record of 667 goes to Daniel Robertson. And our high match play scratch division record of the season, 34-16-0 with a record of 680 goes to Aiden Davis. On the handicap side for match play, minimum of 16 matchups. Third place bronze goes to Jacob Hunsinger with 11-7-0, 6-11 record. The silver goes to Gannon Lindemuth at 16-10-0 for 615. But our best match play record in handicap with 15-8-1 and 646 for his winning percentage goes to James Lukart. Moving on to high series, boys scratch high series. Third high series of the season was at 823, David Swavely. Second place silver at 834 goes to Lucas Francis. But our top boys scratch high series of the season at 837 goes to Ryan Schultz. For girls scratch high series, our third place bronze with 692 goes to Mary Beth Baker. Second place, the silver goes to Rebecca Paraccia with a 721. But our top girls scratch high series with a 727 goes to Morgan Klein. On the handicap side for high series, third place bronze with a 720 goes to Gabe Mooney. Second place, the silver, a 728 for Miles Garland. But the top boys handicap high series with a 737 goes to Primo Cadawes. For our girls handicap high series, third place bronze with 641 goes to Cameron Brennan. Silver, second place at 655 goes to Katie Thompson. And our winner of the girls handicap high series at 673 goes to Winter Brown. Okay, our next awards are for exceptional attendance. For many of you, I know that it's tough to make it to every single PJBT event. Over the years, due to Pepsi and other things going on, we've always recognized if you bowl in 70% of the events, you get a gift from the PJBT for exceptional attendance. This year, we have 4 recipients in each division. In the scratch division, with 24 events bowled, Aiden Davis and Zach Wenzel. In 22 events bowled, Bryce Klein and Cole Oberst. On the handicap side, with 27 events, Liana Lucchese. With 26 events, Ella Kreiser. With 25 events, Gannon Lindemuth. And with 22 events, Riley Nahay. Okay, our next awards are very important for us. From our longtime friends of the PJBT, we want to say thank you to Steve Brown, who traveled to most of the events. Many of you might remember Steve. We have a memorial event in his name, usually every year at Palmyra. He was a big supporter of the PJBT. And also, we dedicated an award to Mark Gaines, which is Brian Gaines' father. Brian was a regular also in the PJBT tour many years ago to give out, helped us a lot with starting our website and social media avenues when that thing was just starting to take off, okay? And these awards are also very important because they're voted on by the bowlers. So for Sportsmanship Awards, this has nothing to do with the PJBT staff. You guys all voted for your peers to get this award. So for bowlers who participated in at least 40% of this season were eligible to get the award with the votes casted by the eligible bowlers, okay? So we have some special awards here. So the Mark Gaines Sportsmanship Award is, we have the scratch division named after Mark Gaines, the handicap division named after Steve Brown, okay? Each bowler will receive an award and a $100 scholarship. And this is sponsored by Lane Tabor's Pro Shop and Mike. Where's Mike at? Not sure where he is. Come out here, Mike, because I'm going to need you soon anyways, you and Josh. So, come on out here. Give Mike a nice round of applause for sponsoring these awards. We appreciate that. And this year, the Scratch Division bowlers voted for this bowler to receive a $100 scholarship and be this season's Mark Gaines Scratch Sportsmanship Award winner, and it goes to David Swavely. And this season, the handicap bowlers voted for their Sportsmanship Award winner. This season's winner of the PJBT, Steve Brown Handicap Sportsmanship Award, $100 scholarship and award goes to Ella Kreiser. Congratulations. All right, now I'm going to have Mike come on over here for a second with Josh. And we're going to talk about the Most Improved Bowler, sponsored by Lane Tamers.
All right, so this is an award that Mike and I got together on and decided to start a couple years ago. Pretty much real simple criteria. You have to go at least half of the tournaments from the previous season and half of the season this year. And that would be the same this year. Bowlers that hold half the season this year, as long as they hold half the season next year, they'll be eligible. And what I do is I take a composite of their house and their challenge average, compare it to this year's composite, and we get an improvement to see as far as, who improved, who is the most improved bowler. All right, so I'll give these awards. In the scratch division, your scratch division boys most improved bowler. This bowler improved by 10 pins this year. $100 scholarship. Your most improved scratch bowler for the boys is Bryce Klein.
Go for the Monopoly bonus.
Our girls most improved in the scratch division. This girl improved 5 hits from last season. Our scratch girls most improved bowler, getting the $100 scholarship, and the award goes to Taylor Miller.
Play Monopoly Roll and Go.
Over in the handicap division, our boys most improved bowler. This bowler improved 26 pins from last year until this year. Your handicap boys most improved bowler, $100 scholarship, and the award goes to Gannon Lindbergh. And finally, our girls most improved bowler. This girl from last year to this year improved 10 pins, making a few appearances in the scratch division here and there. Your girls high most improved bowler by 10 pins, $100 scholarship, and the award goes to Riley Nahay. The honor will be her representative. Congratulations to everybody. We did have quite a few bowlers that did improve, so hopefully we see some numbers just like this next year. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a 10, a 5, 6, 7 pin difference, but to get up in the double digits, I'm very impressive with how a lot of bowlers are beginning to improve. We had quite a few bowlers over the handicap scratch this year, so congratulations everybody. Well done.
Thank you, Mike and Josh. Next, I'm going to bring out Brian Krantz from Apparel EFX, and he has a special award to give out. Apparel EFX, the official shirt provider of the PJBT. Let me point out for all of you that starting this week, you will be able to purchase PJBT shirts, similar to what we're wearing today with the new 25th anniversary logo on our website. So he'll be taking that and running with that. So Brian, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. And thank all of you for supporting EFX throughout the course of the season. I am here to present the EFX Best Dressed in the PJBT award. Criteria, much like Josh's awards were, is fairly simple. As you walk in here to the bowl and you're wearing EFX product, you are eligible to receive one of 3 weekly votes as best dressed. Those votes are accumulated throughout the course of the season. Those votes at the end of the season will be awarded the best dressed scholarship of $500. Over the last couple of years, it's been interesting. The points race has been close. 2 years ago, it was close. Last year, it was within 2 points. This year we got close. We got our first stop. So I can have Aiden Davis and Davis Cleveland. We'll come down. Each of them will be awarded a $250 scholarship.
Congratulations, gentlemen, and thank you, Ryan. Okay, the next award is our most sought-on award for the season. It is our Harry Mack Achievement Award, and it goes to our PJBT Most Valuable Player Award winner for each season. Many of these bowlers have been enshrined not only in the plaque that hangs in the bowling center, but they are on the banners that you see out there as our Bowler of the Year, all the way from the first season in 1999-2000, all the way down to the names from last season that are posted where you will see the live streaming finals tonight. This year, this turned into, I will say, a two-bowler race. And it really did come down to some of the final events when we looked at wins, stats, and so forth, okay? This year's Bowler of the Year recipient was your points champion in the scratch division, and he had 7 titles during the year. Our Harry Mack Achievement Award winner, who will receive the plaque, and ironically, he is one of a couple of names receiving it for the second time, back-to-back from last season. Your Harry Mack Achievement Award winner is Aiden Davis. And I must point out, when I started this plaque, there was 24 placards on the plaque. And I thought, oh, I'll never need to get another plaque, or, we'll never run out. The plaque is officially full. So we will need a new plaque for probably next season. That means we're all getting old. All right, so the individual awards for this season to give out. First of all, we have awards to recognize achievement awards for each individual bowler during this season. We will start with an 11-in-a-row 299 game bowled on September 4th of last year. The award goes to Erin Ecker. Not sure if she's here today. Our next award, he had a perfect game bowled on September 11th at Jay Lane's, an 11-in-a-row 299 game on November 13th. The award goes to Aiden Davis. He needs a scooter. Our next bowler had a perfect 300 game at our event at Jay Lane's, and the award goes to Matthew Meehan. Next award. It was an 11-in-a-row 299 held on September 25th. The award goes to Bryce Klein. At that same event on September 25th, we had a perfect 300 game bowled, and the award goes to Cody Broder. All right. Now the next award, I gotta tell you, it's kind of a gag award, but I had to do it. Parker's already laughing. So, because he competed and he pulled a perfect 300 game in our adult junior on September 25th. I got an award for Josh Sadazan. Where's Josh? He walked away. We're gonna say, here it comes. He comes running out. I don't normally do honor scores for the adults, but I figured first one in a PJBT, I had to give it to him for his hard work. So give him a round of applause. Do you have anything to say?
Second one.
Second one? Oh. Same place. Wow. All right, our next bowler. She converted a 7-10 split at our event in October 30th and had an 11 in a row 299 at our February 12th event. The award goes to Mary Beth Baker. Our next bowler bowled a perfect 300 game on November 6th. Our next award for the 300 goes to Jake Diaz. Congratulations, our next award winner. At an 11 in a row 290 at that same event on November 6th, the award goes to Cameron Weggert. Our next bowler had 2 perfect 300 games. He bowled a perfect 300 game on November 3rd at our November 3rd event, and then also on January 22nd. The perfect 300 game award goes to Mason Gold. Congratulations. Our next award winner had a perfect 300 game on November 3rd, and that same day rolled an 823 Honor Series. Our next Special Achievement Award goes to David Swavely. For our next award, I'm just going to have Ben and Nick come out here for a second. I know the bowler that we were going to recognize is not here today, but I wanted to bring these guys out because they had asked me to award one special award. This bowler, who competes in PJBT events, actually bowled a perfect game on November 22nd at the Keystone Bowlers Tour event. So we just want to recognize, he's not here today, but Nick Tomlinson. Our next bowler had an honor score of 809 at our December 11th event. This Special Achievement Award goes to Jacob Boxty. Our next bowler had an 11 in a row 290 game at the same December 11th event. This award goes to Colby Bennett. Our next award, she bowled a perfect 300 game at our event on January. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. He's hiding. Our next bowler, she bowled a perfect 300 game at our event on January 7th. This Special Achievement Award goes to Lena Kratzer. Our next award winner rolled a perfect 300 game at our January 29th event. This award goes to Robbie Newcomer. These next 2 bowlers did something that, well, first of all, I should probably say, our March 5th event, we tried the first ever Scotch doubles event. Okay? Many of you might remember competing in that. Scotch doubles means that you actually bowl every other shot, not even every other frame, every other shot. So if you leave something stand, your partner has to shoot the spare, and vice versa. It keeps going as you compete. These 2 bowlers both bowled a perfect 300 game Scotch doubles. And the award goes to Chase Spires and Dakota Paulette. And then we have some award winners from our event on May 14th, rather. Perfect 300 game for this bowler. The award goes to Primo Kagawas. I'm sorry. Okay. Our next award, he bowled a perfect 300 game at that same event, and he had an 837 honor series. The Special Achievement Award goes to Ryan Schultz. And finally, we had a bowler who bowled a perfect 300 game on May 14th. He shot an 11 in a row, 299 on the same day, and he had an 819 honor series. Our final Special Achievement Award goes to Trevor Ashby.
Rock and roll.
All right, so let's have a nice round of applause for all of our individual award winners for the 2022-2023 season. And to finish up our award ceremony, I do want to recognize one more thing. I would like all of the bowlers who are going to be competing this year in Junior Gold to please stand up. If you are bowling in Junior Gold, please stand up. One thing I always like to say every year is Junior Gold has such a great representative of all of our bowlers at the national level event. So please give these bowlers a nice round of applause to send off as they bowl Junior Gold in July.
Julian Beltrami is here. Please come down to the check-in office. Is there any person we have to check?
All right, perfect. All right, that concludes our award ceremony. Now listen carefully though. I need all the bowlers to go back to your starting pairs, but it's very important. Parents, get your cameras ready. It is time, if you've never bowled this event before, for bowler introductions. I need every bowler to line up in the order on the paper at their pair. Please do that.
I didn't hear that he was coming. I said, where's your girlfriend? Okay, I gotta go. Oh yeah, I just said we're
Okay, bowlers, line up the way I have you listed, please. Give us one moment. In just a moment, we will begin bowler introductions.
Monopoly rolling goal. Go for the Monopoly bonus. Monopoly rolling goal. Roll the die and win big. Monopoly. Go for the Monopoly board.
Maybe he took it after me, I don't know. I don't want to. What's that? I've heard her cut my hair and make it this way.
Out of place. Give it a spin.
I was going to say it's what did he
Bowling fans, have your cameras ready. We are about to introduce the starting field for the 24th Annual Added Money Bowling Championships.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome this year's 2022-23 Scratch Division. First, on lanes 3 and 4. From Springfield, West Virginia. He won our opening event at 222 Dutch lanes, a 300 game and 819 for the year, Trevor Ashby. From York, Pennsylvania, he was our winner at J Lanes this year, Blaze Denny. Next, from Sunbury, 2 girls titles this year, Emma Fetterman. From Dallas, Pennsylvania, 2 titles on the year, Paul Overs. From Stowe, Pennsylvania, 2 titles on the year, a 300 game, 823, and your Sportsmanship Award winner, David Slavely. From Reading, Pennsylvania, 7 titles on the year, a 300 game, and our 2022-23 Player of the Year, Hayden Davis. Lanes 5 and 6. From Liz, Pennsylvania, our girls winner at ABC North this year, Taylor Miller. From New Holland, Pennsylvania, our adult junior winner at Kirk's, Gavin Courtney. From Jackson, New Jersey, 6 titles on the year for Daniel Robertson. From York, Pennsylvania, 2 titles this year, Mary Beth Baker. The next 2 bowlers were part of our Bowling Center Championship. James Diaz also had a 300 game this year, and Tommy Sanfilippo. Lanes 7 and 8. From Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 3 titles on the year, including that Bowling Center Championship, Michael Voorhees. From Palmyra, Pennsylvania, the Suburban Doubles winner, Charlie Albright. His partner for that tournament win, from Middletown, Pennsylvania, Cameron Steen. From London, Pennsylvania, our Colony Park Doubles champion, Darren Zombro Jr. Or Darren Zombro III, I'm sorry. His partner for that tournament, from Penfield, New York, Connor Brink. Our girls winner at Steel City this year, Lana Kratzer. Lanes 9 and 10. Our Christmas winner at Taja Rose Bowl this year from Lebanon, Colby Maddox. Our triple doubles winner this year from Mechanicsburg, Jackson Coy. His partner for that win from Middletown, Brendan Megger. One of our Scotch doubles winners from Florham Park, New Jersey, Amanda Granada. One of our winners at Taja Rose Bowl this year from Forestville, Maryland, Logan Chapel. This bowler also had a 300 game this year and was one of our winners from up the 7th this year from Warriorsburg, Mason Doe. One of the winners from our Baker tournament this year, he had a high series this year of 809 from Nottingham, Maryland, starting lanes 11 and 12, Jacob Austin. Our winner at Strike Zone this year from Scranton, Mark Natone. One of our winners for the Choco Doubles this year from Dagger, Aaron Heckman. Our winner at ABC North this year, a 300 game and an 837 from Dundalk, Maryland, Ryan Schultz. From Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, Zachary Wenzel. This bowler had a high game this year of 299 from York, Bryce Klein. Lanes 13 and 14 from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Jordan Shell. From Harrisburg, Rayana Gonzalez. From Northampton, Pennsylvania, Colton Miller. From Warwicksburg, Pennsylvania, Carter Strauss. From Northampton, Pennsylvania, Gordon Miller. Lanes 15 and 16. From Oldenburg, New Jersey, Justin Rizzo. Our bracket survivor this year from York, Pennsylvania, Clay Thomas. From Lebanon, Pennsylvania, Toby Zombro. From Freeland, Pennsylvania, Andrew Barron. From Telford, Pennsylvania, Brendan Hunsinger. From Delaware Water Gap, Pennsylvania, Christian Jones. Lanes 17 and 18 from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Drew Jakewood. From Elizabethtown, Declan Lentz. From Mount Arlington, New Jersey, Amelia Lomanowitz. From Middletown, Pennsylvania, Cameron Wegger. From Myerstown, Pennsylvania, Hunter Heinze. From Westchester, Pennsylvania, Ian Powers. Lanes 19 and 20 from Lidditz, Pennsylvania, Logan Moyer. From Warriorsburg, Pennsylvania, Ryan Baker. From Birdsboro, Aiden Vaughn. From Delta, Pennsylvania, Casey Jones. From Lansdale, Chase Lechter. From Coldplay, Pennsylvania, David Markowitz. Lanes 21 and 22 from Allentown, Pennsylvania, Josiah Floyd. From Kingston, Pennsylvania, Vincenzo Pachilla. From Middletown, Pennsylvania, Zachary Conrad. From Elizabethtown, Aiden Pope. From Pottstown, Declan Rogerski. From Plymouth, Pennsylvania, Kyle Thomas. Lanes 23 and 24 from Morrisville, Pennsylvania, Nick Mallory. From Pennington, New Jersey, Roman Schroeder.
From Jameson, Pennsylvania, Ryan Haverford. From Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Bethany Jacob. From Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey, Ty Carroll. From Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Austin Mack. 25 and 26. From Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Mayor Jones. From Allentown, Pennsylvania, Augie Quattrini. From Barnegat, New Jersey, Austin Wolcott. From Drums, Pennsylvania, Skylar Kapuscinski. From Jackson, New Jersey, Brandon Bowe. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022-23 scratch division entries for today's Invitational Championship. Stacy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Please hold for the next available PJBT representative.
A dongle for the dongle. All the HDMI, USB mini,
Okay, we are just about ready. We got a little mishap here in lineup. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your 2022-23 handicap division entries. Definitely not good. All right, starting on lanes 27 and 28. First, our winner in 222 Dutch this year, 2 titles from London, Pennsylvania, Brian Grant. From Middlesboro, Delaware, our winner at ABC East this year, Ryan Lang. From Eliasburg, Pennsylvania, our winner at Chaco Adult Junior this year, Amanda Lindbergh. Next, from Fort Matilda, Pennsylvania, 2 titles on the year, ABC North and Strike Zone, James Lupart. From Hedgesville, West Virginia, 2 titles on the year, Palmyra and East Lincoln girls, Chloe Craighead. From Brooklyn, New York, one of our winners of the Bowling Center Championship this year, Alyssa Randisi. Ladies 29 and 30, also a winner of the Bowling Center Championship from Brooklyn, New York, Nolan Randisi. These next 2 bowlers joined them in the Bowling Center Championship, both from Freehold, New Jersey, Frank Boyce and James Bennett. Next, from Warwicksburg, Pennsylvania, our girls winner at Steel City and our Super Adult Junior at Summit, Ella Kreiser. Our winner at Rose Bowl this year from Horsham, Pennsylvania, Jacob Hunsinger. Our winner at Strike Zone this year from Reading, Pennsylvania, Haley Schwank. Ladies 31 and 32 from Macungie, Pennsylvania. Our girls winner at Jordan this year, Kayla Lowen. From West Orange, New Jersey, 2 titles on the year, Taylor Mills. From Freeland, Pennsylvania, also 2 titles, Ethan Yannick. From Freeland, Pennsylvania, our winner of the triple doubles, Owen Hauser. Our adult junior winner at Midway this year from Chambersburg, Katie Thompson. From Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, our Palmyra girls winner, Alyssa Vogelbach. Ladies 33 and 34, from York, Pennsylvania, our winner at East Lincoln this year, Aaliyah Hall. From Stewartstown, Pennsylvania, our winner at Clearview this short. Also our winner at Clearview from Delta, Pennsylvania, Tim McNamara. Our winner at Haja this year from Pocono Summit, Alex Stackwitz. From Greeley, Pennsylvania, our winner up at Summit this year at the Super Adult Junior, Liana Lucchese. Our Strike Zone girls winner this year from Chambersburg, Malia Briggs. Ladies 35 and 36. One of our Baker winners this year from Hazel Township, Pennsylvania, Brandon Torres. Also part of our Baker winner, Sean Gerhardt from West Hazelton. Our winner at Leisure Lanes this year from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Sydney Kleckner. From Scranton, Pennsylvania, our winner on the Chocos this year, also a 289 game, Ethan Smith. Another one of our winners from Chocos, from Shaverstown, Aaron Wood. Our winner at ABC North this year from Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Bobby Moore. Ladies 37 and 38, our bracket survivor winner from last week, from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Dan Lindemuth. From Hazel Township, Pennsylvania, Zachary Petchko. Lebanon, Pennsylvania, Brenton Sherman. From Berwick, Pennsylvania, Braylon Schaefer. From Hanover, Pennsylvania, Kyle Howard. From Lebanon, Pennsylvania, Aiden Sherman.
Great stuff. Now they ended with 100 guests, but great stuff.
Ladies 39 and 40 from York, Pennsylvania, Miles Garland. From York, Pennsylvania, Cameron Brennan. From Bainbridge, Pennsylvania, Colby Scherzer. From Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, Brandon Derrimer. From York, Pennsylvania, Danny Klein. From Allentown, Pennsylvania, Damian Whiting. Ladies 41 and 42. From Allentown, Pennsylvania, Sephora Floyd. From Street, Maryland, Caitlin Canal. From Shakerstown, Pennsylvania, Alex Plants. From Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, Deanna Schlager. From Allentown, Pennsylvania, Maddie Murray. From Pocono Summit, Allison Stankiewicz. Lanes 43 and 44 from Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, Trista Coker. From Reading, Pennsylvania, Chase Stiles. From York, Pennsylvania, Jameson Shannonbrough. From Stowe, Pennsylvania, Katie Spagel. From Reading, Pennsylvania, Mackenzie Fitz. From Red Lion, Pennsylvania, Kaylin Jones. Lanes 45 and 46 from Valley View, Pennsylvania, Elijah Killian. From Dolphin, Pennsylvania, Henry Heights. From Myersville, Pennsylvania, Cole Stavinsky. From Henryville, Pennsylvania, Ada Watson. From York, Pennsylvania, Evan Hawkins. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022-23 Handicap Division competitors for the day. Good luck, everyone.
Okay, bowlers, and you'll report back to your lanes. All right, bowling fans and spectators, before we get started today, if I could ask you to all please rise and help us honor the United States of America. Out of respect for our country, we ask that you please remove your hats. That is a great notion to stand on the approach. Thank you to all of our bowlers. And presenting our colors are the pins, and presenting our national anthem is KBT Tournament Director Ben Rhymes on the saxophone. Thank you, Ben Rhymes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, bowlers, before we start, just a reminder that we have the normal side pots for today. You can sign up for those in the check-in room. Reminder that we do have...
All right, family, friends, I'm not sure if you can hear me over Matt. We're going to go ahead and shut this live stream down. We're going to go get up our featured pair stream going down at the high end of the center. So, bowlers are going to start their practice. We're going to break this stream down, move down the high end.